of some type of lifestyle related challenge, then those individuals could be very well present with us today. But for you who are present, you need to make use of the information, and you also need to be unselfish and make sure you share it with as many people as possible. So there's still time for you to invite a few people, a few of your family members. Invite your uncle, invite your aunt, invite your nephews, your nieces, invite your grandparents, your mother, your father, whomever, your friends that you care about this evening. Make sure everybody is on, because we're talking about the health benefits of a comprehensive cellular detoxification. Welcome everyone. Now let me just make sure I do my audio check. If you are hearing me loud and clear, I want you to type the word health in the chat. If you're hearing me loud and clear, type the word health in the chat. I want to make sure that people are hearing me. I'm coming through loud and clear. If you're looking at my face, type the word health in the chat. You're seeing my slide, type the word health in the chat. Great. I say health in common letters and in capital letters. You can't have it any better than that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for responding in the affirmative. So what are we discussing this evening? We're discussing detox. That's what we're talking about. Yes, there are different types of detox, and we want to understand how we really benefit from a detox this evening. So, of course, let us keep the ball rolling by looking at a definition for detoxification. You see, detoxification, ladies and gentlemen, is said to be the physiological process of removing toxic substances from the body that may cause diseases. Yes, make sure you understand that, because here it is that we are saying that the detox process is really from a physiological, experience. And what this is designed to do is to remove toxic substances from the body. Now, what you need to understand is that toxic substances, when they saturate the body, when they permeate the body, when they live in the body, when they become a part of you for years, then of course these are the things that leads to oxidative stress. And once that starts to happen, then the oxidative stress has a tendency to move a little further. And what it does is that it enables the debilitating, diseases that you don't even want to call their names. You don't even want to mention them, because they are so dreadful. Some people are afraid to say cancer. Some people are afraid to say diabetes. Some people are afraid to say pneumonia, chemical pneumonia. Some people are afraid to say those things because there's a phobia that if they say it, then they may end up being diagnosed with it. There is no such thing. Once you take care of your system the way you ought to, then for sure, the system will treat you accordingly. So it is time for us to understand, to appreciate that our bodies need that experience of a comprehensive cellular detoxification. Now, these substances, ladies and gentlemen, are very deadly. And as you know, the body was created to naturally detoxify itself. The liver is the primary detoxification organ of the body. The liver is what removes most of the waste matters from the system. But what we have seen over time is that your very liver can become corroded, ladies and gentlemen. Your liver can become corroded, can become overworked, with all of the various types of toxins that inundates the body. And so what happened now is that the liver itself is now in need of detoxification. We believe that a cellular detox is the most profound and powerful detoxification that one may experience. And so my next slide speaks to that. What is a cellular detoxification? Cellular detoxification refers to the process of detoxifying the body on a cellular level. Many of the toxins we are exposed to within our environment, what they do is that they accumulate within our cells, and they often poison our precious organelles cells. Now, let me just spend a little time to talk about that word, because you see what you're seeing there, ladies and gentlemen, the organelles is really those minute cells. You see, the body is made up of trillions and trillions of cells, but even within cells, there are cells, things like the mitochondria, as I learned it in biology back in the days when I was going to school. And so when these cells are corroded with toxins, when these cells are inundated with toxins, what you find is that the human body starts to slow down, and your energy level is depleted, is sapped away. So many other things will happen, as we will discuss further in the conversation. But what one needs to understand is that if it is left unattended, then this may lead to some debilitating challenges. And so you want to have the cellular detox to eliminate all of the toxins from the system in a very fast, effective, and efficient way. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are with me, you're following, drop the number 7 in the chat. If you're hearing me loud and clear and I'm making sense, please drop the number 7 in the chat. Now, what I would also like for you to appreciate is that, the average human being, that's you, that's me, that's our parents, that's our grandparents, that's our friends, our family members, the people we work with on a day-to-day basis. These individuals, we are exposed to over 700,000 toxic chemicals on a daily basis, ladies and gentlemen. And so therefore, that is no cause for concern, because when we use perfume, for example, what is it that we are really, spraying onto our skin or our clothes? What we need to understand is that the toxic chemicals that are found in these perfumes, once you put them on your skin, then your skin usually absorb certain things, and of course that is one of them. These things seep into your skin, and by extension gets into your cells from the granular to the minute level. And of course what you are exposed to there are toxins that are leading to those oxidative stress. Your cleaning products are examples of some of the toxic chemicals that you are exposed to. You think about it, think about the things that you use to make sure that your house is so clean and sparkling. Some of these things could very well be causing, some of the challenges that you're faced with. Cosmetic products. Just last week, I would have read an article which indicated that, the makeup that our women are using to add, beauty to the face is one of the leading cause of toxins, which in turn leads to things like fibroids and, the lung cancer and the brain cancers and, all the breast cancers and all of these things. Not everything that you purchase, you read the label, and sometimes the labels, they have such fine print that you find it very difficult to read, because you're saying to yourself, I can't be bothered to go through any of those things. Our farmers, for example, who are utilizing those agricultural products to enhance the quality of their farms and the produce that they're actually producing. What we see is that these insecticides, these fungicides and all of these things that are being utilized, if you look at the container carefully, it tells you clearly that danger, may cause cancer, but you're still using them. You're still exposed to them. And then now, once the farmer produce these foods, you and I consume them with some of the residues remaining on those plants and your vegetables and your fruits and all of these things. And these are the things that we're consuming on a daily, weekly, monthly, annual basis. So no wonder, ladies and gentlemen, that more and more younger people are now experiencing cancer, now experiencing all types of debilitating challenges that the doctors really have no answer to. Let me drink some of tea right here. Right, while I continue to share. Plastic bottles, plastic water bottles is another concern. I remember as a child growing up, the containers that we had for water were drums, and they were all, the drums were, what you call that now? The drums weren't plastic, they're metal. And there was also, a jar that was made from clay, that we stored our water in back then. But also we drank a lot of our water in back then from the tap. And nobody was talking about the tap water, really being, dangerous. But today we have learned that, the high chlorine levels are contributing negatively to our health. But even so, the plastic bottles that the water is coming in. So you go to the store and you purchase this water in a plastic bottle. You take it, you place it in your car. It experiences the sun, and that type of thing. And then you go back and consume it again. Ladies and gentlemen, dangerous. Toxic fumes emitting from the vehicles that we drive, from the vehicles that are within, that are on the road. You don't drive them, but you are experiencing it because your window is open, you're in the bus, you are standing somewhere, and so you're experiencing that. So the toxic chemicals, ladies and gentlemen, are aplenty. Preservatives that we use to keep our foods, to keep the foods from spoiling. Some of these things are also cause for concern. Artificial dyes, the additives, and so many others, the heavy metals, and all of these things, ladies and gentlemen, cause for concern. This non-stick cookware, all of these pots, they say they're non-stick. What is in it? What caused it to be able to produce that type of result? People are now saying, research is now saying that, hey, the people who are using these things, that, it could really be dangerous. And so if it is dangerous, then you and I need to really, take some types of action to make sure that we are ensuring, we're mitigating as best as possible, number one, our exposure, but also, we can utilize stuff to make sure that we are eliminating whatever toxin is coming into the system so it doesn't lead to oxidative stress, because that's where the problem comes in. The toxins are there. You're going to be exposed to them whether you like it or not. But what are you doing to constantly eliminate them from the system? That is where the challenge lies. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we want to look at some health benefits now of your detoxifying, of a cellular detox. You see, when you detox your body from a cellular level, what we're talking about is that weight loss become a lot more easier, because your metabolism now is now at a state where it can function a little bit more effectively. It can function as it is designed to do. Your body's general functions can be carried out because there's nothing there inhibiting the function of the various cells in the body, right? So your brain can work a little bit more faster as a result of that, reducing and mitigating, brain fog, reducing your poor concentration, reducing your poor focus, reducing your poor memory, reducing of course, things like dementia, we're talking about Parkinson's, we're talking about Alzheimer's. Once that detox, once that continuous detox is taking place, from the cellular level, then, of course, the mental faculty will definitely be at its optimum. What about stress? Yes, A cellular detox will also reduce the stress, because of course if your body is experiencing less stress, then the propensity for sleep becomes a lot better, your propensity for focus is a lot better, and of course with that you're going to have a lot more energy. A better immune system is what you will have as a result of a cellular detox. And so therefore now the little viruses like the flu and these are the things that are out there, once they come near you, you're able to stave them off. Why? Because your immune health is extremely, extremely strong and powerful, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I warn against the microwave. People ask me all the time, why you like to eat cold food as opposed to microwave it? I say, listen, I'd rather to have the food cold than have it microwave, because all of this, all of these things that are being emitted, for sure it has to be a problem. Once you have experienced a cellular detox, can I tell you, constipation will not be your friend. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, once you have experienced a cellular detox, constipation cannot be your friend. You will have a healthy colon and you will experience regular bowel movements. If you are experiencing right now some levels of constipation, can I tell you, the medication that you're taking, you can be taking too much, and that in of itself to the toxins which lead to oxidative stress, which is causing that. A low fiber intake as well, pardon me, can also be a contributing factor. Many of us, we seldom consume fruits, we seldom consume vegetables, and of course what you and I need to understand is that is where the majority of your fiber comes from. Don't try to get your fiber from oats and all of these things. Your fiber, predominantly fiber, good quality fiber, should come from your fruits and vegetables. That is why I do not encourage any of the people that I have on any of my programs. I do not encourage juice, anything and drink. No, I say eat your fruits. I say eat your vegetables. Why would you want to juice it? Why would you want to remove this good fiber that God has designed for you and juice away your life? No, we don't want that to happen. We want it to have your high quality fruits, and of course there's a problem with your fruits as well, as we mentioned, we're going to talk about that later. Once you have experienced a cellular detox, one of the things that will surely happen to you is that you will experience improved blood circulation. Yes, you will have improved blood circulation, and so therefore all of the organs that require effective blood circulation will function a lot better. Yes, because your blood is flowing as it really ought to in the system. The plaques, for example, that fills the arteries, a detox, a cellular detox can help to eliminate those out of the system. And of course the big one, ladies and gentlemen, a cellular detox can reduce anyone who experience it, can reduce the risk of you developing cancers, yes, and the tumors. So we're talking about from our ladies with the fibroids, yes, we're talking about the breast cancer, we're talking about the prostate cancer, you name them, bone cancer, whatever it is, a cellular detox can certainly reduce the risk of you developing these things. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are getting value from the presentation, go to the chat and type the word health. If you're getting value, if value is coming from my screen to yours, type the word health in the chat so that I know that I should continue. If nobody's getting value, then I really ought not to be laboring the point. Sir Dan Rogers, Lady Christine, and Lady Brian, and all these people, type the word health in the chat, because what we need to appreciate is that our health is really our responsibility. Yes, our health, ladies and gentlemen, is indeed our responsibility. And so therefore, I can't take care of your health for you, Lady Okima. I can't take care of your health for you, Lady Althea. No, your health has to be your responsibility. And one of the things that you want to make sure that you are doing right now as you are being exposed to the information is that you are going to now take the necessary step, because now you know that you're living in a toxic world. Yes, it's not just toxic in terms of relationships among friends. It's not just toxic among church brothers and church sisters. We're talking about the environmental factors. We're talking about the chemicals that you and I are ingesting on a daily basis. We're talking about things, we're being exposed to things that we don't even know that we are exposed to them. We don't know. We have no clue. And so when you are struggling with an ailment and the doctors cannot diagnose, you're wondering to yourself, what type of sin did you commit? When in truth and in fact you didn't. It's really just the fact that, the environment is as such that toxins are causing you to be unwell. So we want to help you this evening to understand how you can mitigate that problem. So we're talking about a cellular detox. And so far as I know, there's one product on the market that is really designed to help us with that cellular detox. It is called the Te Divina Detox Tea. In fact, Te Divina is a Spanish word that means in English divine life. That is the power of the tea that we are talking about. The divine life tea. The tea that is helping people with so many different ailments. And people are saying the tea is helping with these ailments. But what they're not understanding is that it is the detoxification of the body. And once the toxins are released from the body, and the oxidative stress is no more, your body is now able to function normally. That's what people are not understanding. And that is what we are here to share with you. So this tea, ladies and gentlemen, consists of 12 ingredients. If you look at the screen, you will see them there. You'll see the persimmon leaf. What do you know about it? You will see the holy thistle. What do you know about that? The blessed thistle. You will see, marsh. Mellow, you will see papaya, you will see myrrh, you will see chamomile, you will see ginger. Yes, ginger, very powerful. Cranberry. But most importantly, you will see the Siberian sugar, and you will see the Ganoderma lucidium. The Ganoderma lucidium is also called the reishi mushroom. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, so this is the power of the tea that we're talking about. A tea that is formulated for you and I. The tea is formulated to naturally cleanse and detoxify your body from a cellular level. We're not talking about your washout. We're not talking about those concoctions that your grandmother would have given you when you were growing up. We're not talking about the mojo herb. We're not talking about the single Bible by itself and sour orange. No, we're not talking about those things. We're talking about a combination of ingredients that has been proven to provide the human body with a comprehensive detoxification. This detoxification, ladies and gentlemen, will of course lead to many, many positives in the human body. So once you have experienced this particular detox, then you see people start to sleep a lot better. If you're on this call right now and you have had this detox and you have had some benefits from the detox, outside of just the detox itself, you have noticed some other things like better sleep, weight loss, etc., etc. Just go to the chat and type it there, because people may believe that I'm making up these things. When you tell them, when you tell them, I'm actually having the tea right now, when you tell them, they'll be more, say, wow, they'll be more inclined to believe. Right? So many of you on this presentation right now have experienced the tea. What is it that followed your detox? What is it that you noticed within your first week, your second week, your third week, your fourth week, your fifth week? One lady who is not present with us right now because of circumstances beyond her control, she was experiencing a real terrible colon challenge, where for her, there were absolutely no bowel movements. Just think about that for a minute. Being alive and not experiencing bowel movements. And when she reached out to us, we said, okay, fine. The thing to do is to start with the tea. So we gave her the tea. Week 1, all she excreted was just mucus. Week 2, mucus. Week 3, mucus. Week 4, mucus. Week 5, mucus. Week 6, so she finished 16, and all she excreted from her system was just mucus. Can I tell you? She decided, she said, no, this cannot be. I have to start having the real bowel movements. So she continued the process. Week 8, fecal matters, as black as this phone right here. As black as midnight. That was the look of her fecal matters, ladies and gentlemen. That was the look of her fecal matters. Week 9, the same thing. Week 10, week 11, it was not until week 12 that her fecal matters returned to normalcy in terms of the color and that type of thing. Now she's living her best life in that regard, because now she's experiencing regular bowel movements. Yes, why? Because she has had that comprehensive cellular detox. All of her bowels are now free, ladies and gentlemen, and she's able to excrete, whatever is needed to leave her system whenever it is supposed to leave her system. That's the power of the Te Divina Detox Tea. Other people here will tell you that as a result of having that comprehensive cellular detox, their blood is circulating a lot better. And so the heart problem that they were experiencing before is no longer so. Women, with menopausal challenges, women with hormonal issues, having no desire for intimacy, women with, painful menstrual cycle, they will tell you that, look here, I had the tea. And since I had the tea, I realized that these things are no more. Why? Because the system was out of line. The system wasn't functioning normally. So now that they have had the cleanse, now that the system is corrected, now that the system is at a point where there are no more oxidative stress on the body, then what is going to happen? The body must function normally. That's what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. The Te Divina Detox Tea. Importantly, you must understand it is caffeine free. No caffeine is in this product. So, we always say that the tea is so gentle, the tea is so powerful and great that, a baby 6 months and older can start drinking this tea. How cool is that? How cool is that, Don Rogers? How cool is that, Nordia? How cool is that, Simone? How cool is that, Lady Aisha Queen? What is your story? How cool is that, Lady Alicia? How cool is that, Lady Carleen? What about you, Christine? What is your story? So many people are singing the praises of this product, and the beauty about it is that it is really experience that we are using to share the product with other persons, because it is based on the experience of so many hundreds of thousands of people globally, where we can sit here confidently and speak about it. One of the great things about this detox as well that I must emphasize is that while you are experiencing the detox, your body is being replenished as well with the proper nutrients that your body needs to function. Sometimes you do some washout, Sir Dan Rogers, and when you finish the washout, it's as if you haven't eaten for months. You look so demarciated. You look as if you're suffering. Not with this product. Once you're using that, the reishi mushroom, we're going to talk about that. The chaga mushroom is here to replenish the body and provide the system with all the nutrition that it needs in order to function effectively. We're talking about antioxidants. We're talking about phytonutrients. We're talking about polyphenols. All those powerful things. That's what we're talking about. Awesome and amazing product. I love it. How I got involved with this, ladies and gentlemen, or how I was introduced to it, is that I had a belly in front of me. Completed university with a beer belly, right? You're studying and you're eating all types of junk and all of these things. And a friend of mine said, hey, have you had the tea? I said, what tea are you talking about, man? He said, have you had the tea? I said, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Let me tell you guys, when I got the tea and drank it over a 1 week period, I saw my pants waist just started to make room, and I'm not wondering what's going on here, because you have a 38 or a 36 pants waist. I see it is just reducing. After pouring hole in my belt. So that didn't, I said, well, that is good, but let me try my neighbor. My neighbor, is somebody with a large tummy. I thought she was about 9 months pregnant because that's what most of us in the community thought, that she was pregnant. Can I tell you? My neighbor drank the tea. And on the 7th day of drinking the tea, my neighbor had a bowel movement. She excreted 15 pounds of fecal matters from her system, just like that. Think about that for a minute. Some of you sitting right here at this call right now, you seldom have bowel movements. You seldom experience those bowel movements. Why is that so? Is it that you are comfortable walking up and down with all that fecal matters, lodging in your colon? It shouldn't be, because that is poisonous, that is toxic to the body. And no wonder you are gaining weight outside of that. No wonder you're experiencing insomnia. No wonder you're experiencing all those hormonal issues. No wonder you can't remember anything. No wonder your body is inundated with all types of infections and viruses. No wonder. No wonder your sinuses keep draining. No wonder, that odor that is being emitted from your nostril or from your mouth. People can't talk to you. People afraid to communicate with you because of that. No wonder. So what we're saying, guys, this product here is remarkable. It's a life-changing product. Comprehensive detoxification of every single cell in your body. Of course, your arteries, your colon, your kidneys, your liver, parasites. Once you're having this, parasites stay very far from you, because as you look at it, you also see the papaya. The papaya, among other things, are there to eliminate the parasites from the system. But of course, we must while we emphasize the detox tea, we also will emphasize the reishi mushroom and its benefits. In this regard, I must do that as well, because what we're seeing right here is that the reishi mushroom, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, it also has properties that are designed to detoxify and to cleanse out your system as well, to eliminate the oxidative stress that is on the body. So while the tea is very effective in giving you that comprehensive detox and ridding your system from all the toxins and all that, the reishi mushroom also helps in that regard. But the main thrust of the reishi mushroom is to bolster your immune system. Yes, to regulate the body's normal function, to allow the human body to function the way God designed for it to function. And the only way your body can function the way God designed for it to function, guys, is if you are consuming the right portions of antioxidants daily, the right portions of polyphenols daily, and the right portions or proportions rather of phytonutrients on a daily basis. Very, 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 very powerful. That's what we're talking about. So as it stands now, people who are using this particular mushroom, what do we find that is happening to them? Having had the detox. So we start them with the detox, comprehensive detox. What do we see? We see people using the reishi mushroom, and they are saying, but hold on, I was sick with stage 4 cancer. I was given 6 months to live, but now I use the reishi mushroom, and I realize that, I'm alive. 13 years and counting, and I'm still alive and cancer free. Wait, I struggle with high blood pressure. I detoxified my body, and I'm using the Te Divina Detox Tea. I'm using the reishi mushroom, among others. And what do I notice? My blood sugar is stabilized. My blood sugar would have moved from 29, coma state, and now I am at 5. Everything is functioning. My vision is back. My libido is up and running. Yes? All of those things. My kidney that was failing is failing no more. That's the power, ladies and gentlemen, of this combination. The Te Divina Detox Tea with this reishi mushroom. You must get yourself these things today. Now, you see this mushroom that we're talking about? It's available in what we call the reishi spore oil. We're emphasizing the reishi spore oil, because the reishi spore oil, ladies and gentlemen, is the most potent of the reishi mushroom. Remember now, you have the guano and you have the extract. But you see the reishi spore oil, tremendously powerful. We're talking about 2.5 pounds of certified organic reishi in a single gel cap. How cool is that? Extremely powerful. Case in point, A friend called me up recently and she said, hey Chris, let me tell you, I went to the doctors and they said my iron levels are low. But even worse than that, I have fibroids, and the fibroids are as big as a jackfruit. I said, don't worry yourself. Why don't you get the tea? Why don't you get the reishi along with some other things? Ladies and gentlemen, 3 months later, the fibroids are down by 98%. How cool is that? How cool is that? The doctors are saying to her in the United States of America that whatever you are doing, continue to do it because it's working. How cool is that, ladies and gentlemen? Type the word health in the chat. That's what we're talking about this evening. We're talking about you taking responsibility for your health. And by taking responsibility for your health, you're going to make sure that you detoxify your system, that comprehensive detox. You add the reishi mushroom to your daily diet, right? I'd prefer you get the spore oil because the spore oil is the most potent. This is like an atomic bomb of great health being added to your body daily. All, not some, all the antioxidants you need, all the phytonutrients you need, all the polyphenols you need, all the bioactive compounds that you need in order to lead your best life. How cool is that? It gets better because while you add the reishi, we say, look here, it makes no sense you add the reishi and don't add the shaga. Because the shaga and the reishi together is the greatest combination on God's green earth for overall health. Greatest. Why is that so? This shaga, ladies and gentlemen, that you're looking at on your screen right now is a nutrient-dense superfood. And you're wondering, Chris, why you keep emphasizing nutrients? Because that's what these things are. So think about it for a minute. You see, your foods that you're consuming, your vegetables and your fruits that are nutrient deficient as a result of, poor farming methods. And of course, the genetically modified foods that are coming to your table. As a result of that, you're having a belly full, but there is no nutrients. We're saying the shaga and the reishi provides you with that because this nutrient-dense superfood here, ladies and gentlemen, has all the bioactive compounds that you need. We're talking about things like the triterpenoids. We're talking about things like the polysaccharides, that these things are designed to ward off infections and viruses, to keep cancer and all these things at bay. That's exactly what we're talking about. It's available to you. Get back to the person who invited you. Not to be left behind is the cordy mushroom. Cordy mushroom supports kidney health. Very important. Supports of the proper functioning of your liver. Also help to balance the immune system. But the thing I like most about it is the fact that it bolsters athletic performances. So if you're having challenges with your, let's say your breathing, your respiratory system is struggling, then this is something that you can't afford not to have. Because you not having it is really you just cheating yourself of a good life, And of course, it doesn't get any better than this. We're talking about cognitive function. We're talking about, things like concentration and focus. We're talking about, those Alzheimer's. We're talking about, the Parkinson's disease, the dementia. It doesn't get any better than the lion's mane, ladies and gentlemen. You're weak based on a nervous system injury. This is a product you want to help to restore the total functioning of your body. That's what we're talking about. And in the event where you're lacking energy, and you're lacking, the energy to really get things going, you must get yourself some coffee. Because here, especially for our men, we have the Tonkat Ali coffee. And the Tonkat Ali is available in 2 types now. So you have the pure Tonkat Ali and you have the Tonkat Sculpt. The difference is very simple. The pure Tonkat is straight libido performance. Yes? And of course, the Sculpt Tonkat now is our friends who are trying to have that libido performance. But guess what happened? You want to also lose some pounds as well. Look at your screen and you will see this is testosterone at its best. Every single man is known by his testosterone levels. And so therefore, with heightened testosterone, you're talking about an increase in your muscle strength. You're talking about an increase in the desire for intimacy. You're talking about a reduction in the erectile dysfunction, a reduction in impotences and those things. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand that failure to detoxify your body of toxins may lead to debilitating diseases. We're talking about cancers. We're talking about chemical pneumonia. We're talking about Parkinson's. We're talking about cardiovascular diseases. And for my brothers who are on this call, we're talking about impotence, ladies, fibroids, premature, menopause, and all these things that, so many negative implications when you do not experience this particular cellular detox. I want to thank you all this evening for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us on this another Sunday night health and wellness seminar, where we would have shared with you this evening the awesome health benefits of a cellular comprehensive body detox. My name is Christopher Thomas, and I would have been your presenter. I want to thank every single person who invited somebody here this evening, because your inviting these people is indicative of the fact that you do care about their health. There are some persons on the call that you would have seen in the chat. They would have been sharing their stories left, right, and center. You know what I mean? Persons that are saying that, look, they detox the body, and when they detox the body, they are able to sleep a lot better. People are saying that they would have had the comprehensive cellular detox, and now they would have lost some weight. One such person is my good friend, Lady Okima, out of I think she's from St. Mary. Lady Okima, if you're on, please unmute your mic, ma'am, if you are able, and share with the people how this cellular detox would have helped you to be in the position that you are in now. Take it away.
Good night, everyone. My name is Kima Gordon, and I am proud to be an affiliate of this incredible company. So my story, unlike everyone else, would be a different kind of story. So here's my story on this transformative detox journey. I used to struggle with insecurities about my body because I'm a mother of 3. And since I've had 3 children, my stomach is like a Santa belly, and I did not like that for myself, honestly, because I'm just 32. And, I decided to take the challenge of doing the detox. Not only that, this is something I don't know if everyone knows about this, but, before I started the detox, I found out that I have fibrocystic breast. I did not even tell any family member, because I spoke to my doctor and he said that it wasn't cancerous or anything like that. But when my cycle would come, before this cycle, I would have breast pain, tenderness, you name it. It's like a burning sensation. So I decided to start the comprehensive detox. And can I tell you, from I started the detox, I've lost that, Santa belly. Not only the Santa belly, I'm not experiencing that breast pain that I used to experience, and I can tell you this, I would recommend this to any woman, any man. The detox has done so many impactful things for me. The other day I went back to my doctor. Let me just get right into it. And, I said to him, I want to check on the breast back again. And he said, because I work with the doctor, and he said, no problem. When I went back to him, he said, okay, man, nothing is wrong with your breast. I don't see anything. So I'm like, so where disappear and go? He said to me, I did detox for your drink. I'm drinking it too. And I have high blood pressure, and my blood pressure is okay. And he's taking the sugar as well. And I'm taking the detox tea and the sugar. I take the lion's mane. I take the Venus. There's no fibrocystic pain. There's no cycle pain. The big belly gone. I don't know where it disappear and gone. It shrink down. I feel more confident in myself as a woman, as a mother, as a sister, as an auntie, as everything that you can think of. Whenever I walk, I can show you right now. Let me just turn my camera on real quick. All right. You seen it, Chris?
I am looking. I am looking. Let me see.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're seeing it, just drop the number 7 in the chat. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's you. Go ahead. That's you.
Okay. So this bag, I don't leave this bag. No matter where I'm going, this bag is packed with all of my products, because this is the tea that has transformed my life. As you can see, I'm in my little space. I made an office at my home. This is my detox tea. I've been doing my journey. I'm still on the journey, because the journey never stops. And let me just say this, your health is your wealth. If you don't, and I have testimony Not because I want money, but because I want good health. Money is good, but what is money if you don't have good health? You know, a lot of us have money, but we don't have any good health. And that is very bad. That's just my story to share with everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, show some love to the lady out of St. Mary, Jamaica, even though the weather was bad in that part of the world. And of course, many damages down there. You know, some people are unable to be on the call tonight because, you know, they have no communication. But here is Okima. She made the sacrifice and she stopped by with us this evening to share her own personal story with us. Let me ask you, do you have a question? Do you have a comment? Do you have an emotional outburst? Please raise your hand in the chat and I'll be more than happy to accommodate a question, to accommodate a comment, even an emotional outburst. Just raise your hand and I'll be more than happy to ask you to unmute. Going once, do you have a question? You heard this presentation about the cellular detox. What are your thoughts? You think it can work for you? Has it worked for you? If it has worked for you, what has it done? Please raise your hand and let us start. Going once. Going twice. All right. So no questions, no comment. Everybody seemed to be satisfied. Christopher presented, but Okima sealed the deal. I see a hand coming up. A late hand. Let me see what's going on here. There's a late hand coming up. Let me see who is that. Mrs. Karen Dacus. Please, ma'am, take it away. I am asking you kindly to unmute and to speak to us. Mrs. Dacus, go ahead. Karen Dacus. Go ahead, Karen.
Good night, everyone, and thanks for inviting me. My concern is I know there must be a startup. Because how is it that I able to get some of those products?
Mrs. Dacus, I am happy that you are taking your health seriously. In this case, the person who invited you, that person should be able to furnish you with that information. But what I can tell you though, the cost for these products is really like a drop in the bucket. It's absolutely nothing when compared to the benefits. I'm talking joke. So get back to the person who invited you, ma'am, and let you are ready to start your cellular detox. Just bring the products come because you're not even thinking about how much you're going to spend because it's this chicken feed. Any other comment? Any other question? Any emotional outburst? Raise your hand quickly and let us get this thing going. Going once, going twice. I guess that's it for the evening. So the presentation, Christine is here. Christine, go ahead, ma'am. Talk to us. Tell us what is happening over there in St. Catherine, Jamaica. Bogwalk to be exact. I think you're logging in from. Go ahead, Christine. Christine going once. Christine going twice. Please unmute Christine and talk with us.
Good night, Sir Christian, everyone.
Hey, how you doing, my friend? How is the flat bridge?
I think it's open.
Talk to us, my friend. What has this tea done for you? What is it you want to share for us? Share with us.
It has been good to me because before I start drinking this tea, I didn't have no energy level. I was so loggy and depressed and everything. And there was a problem. I don't know what happened, but I used to feel something moving in my throat. And I went to the doctors, more than one doctor, and I didn't get any help with it. And when I started taking the tea, and the second Venus I take, there was a parasite that was in my throat.
My God.
Yes, there was a parasite in my throat, and my breath was smelling. It was smelling. But after drinking the tea and taking the Venus, that parasite came up. Sorry, that parasite came up, and I am okay now. I did have an eye tummy, and my tummy has gone down. I have no more eye tummy, and I'm energetic. I feel as young as 16. And it have done wonders also for my husband, because he was struggling with this it was what they call it, the prostate was eyes. Prostate was eyes.
Prostate
and yes, and also his pressure was just going up, even though it was on medication. And the sugar, the guano, along with the tea first, then the sugar and the guano, and his pressure reading is so good now. Sometimes he don't even have to take the pressure medication.
Wow.
The things are really good. There is no if or but in them. They are really, really, really good products. And I would recommend anyone to take them.
Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, show some love to Lady Christine over there in Bagwalk, St. Catherine, telling you of her personal experience. Think about it for a minute. A parasite lodged in the throat and only used the detox tea. She used the Venus for women, and what do you know? She passed out that particular parasite. My goodness gracious me, this is just literally amazing. She went on to say, look here, her hubby was struggling with high blood pressure, prostate challenge, but what do you know? Look at her and look at him now. They are living their best lives. What are you waiting on, ladies and gentlemen, to start your journey? Let me go back to St. Mary, Port Maria to be exact. Oh, Lady Georgia Spencer Hall, talk to us. What good news are you bringing us this evening?
Good evening, everyone. This evening, I'm bringing the good news of the oil. What's the name of it? Gold oil.
Yes.
I went to the doctor. I had a pot under my breast.
Yes.
And when I sweat and perspire, it gives an odor, and I didn't like that, so I went to the doctor. And no matter what they did, no matter what cream they give me, it just wouldn't go away. It might go away for a day or two, but it comes right back by the time the cream is finished. So I got the oil, and I used the oil, and voila, gone. Nothing at all. Yes, I don't have no problem with it. And I stopped using the oil, and it is still there. Nothing, you don't come back or anything. And that's what I love about it. Yes.
Wow.
So I know that the products work, and yes, it will work. It works. More this year, but I leave it for others to come.
Thank you so much, Georgia, out of Port Maria, stopping by to share her story. St. Mary's hot tonight. Lady Okima, Lady Georgia, and just next door, on the other side, we have St. Catherine in Christine. But let me tell you, I think I have somebody from down the islands in the Caribbean. Nordia Francois, are you with us? If you are with us, Nordia Francois, please unmute your mic and tell us what is happening with you and the product down there in the, I think it's the Leeward Islands. Talk to us. What's going on there? Lady Francois, go in again, please. Unmute. Yes, go ahead. Talk to us.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, ma'am. I'm hearing you and I'm seeing your beautiful face. Take it away.
Good night to everyone. I'm Nadia Francois from St. Lucia, but reside in St. Martin. Thanks to I would say the God sent man, Don Focus Rogers. Thanks so much to him. I have a long story. It is a very, very long story. I don't think we can take all tonight, but I will give the most important one. Okay, where should I start?
Talk to us. Take your time and just talk to us in 2 minutes and tell us exactly how these products are going to transform your life. Go ahead, ma'am. We support you.
2021, I got a stroke.
2022, 1st of January, I got 6 heart attacks. Last 6 weeks or so, I met Mr. Rogers, walked straight into my house for no reason at all, but he had his reason. And then when he introduced the tea to me, I was like, I want to try it right now to see how it works, because I was in a bad condition, very, very, very bad state. I could not walk. I could not use my left arm. Had a lot of pain. Could not do anything at all. And I think, I'm not sure, he didn't have what I wanted. But I insist, I want it tonight. I insist. And I figured he had to go somewhere else to get it from somebody. And he came right away and did the tea for me. And I cannot complain. I cannot complain. And I wish the team, the group could see me, how I walk and what I do and how I getting up all about. And it is, I was a very big person, very big. I was the size of 2XL. Now, I am a medium. I took my tea for 6 weeks, and right away I taken my life, the capsule, and the atom, or how you call it, I'm not sure.
Yes,
I forget.
Correct. It's called the atom.
Yes.
Yes,
Atom, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I am doing very, very, very good. I have an eye surgery. It's been 2 years. I have that eye surgery. I never see a beep in it after the surgery. And guess what? Guess what? I'm seeing a little in it already.
Wow, wow.
I could not message my people. I could not do anything on the phone. The other eye was damaged already. And I can do everything on my phone right now. Everything. I mean everything. And I just want to say, I don't know, that product is a miracle to me. I don't know for other people. I introduced that product to my niece in St. Lucia, and many people are going for it right now. And I want to thank God for Mr. Rogers, for bringing him my way. Had it not been for that product, I don't know. Especially for my eyesight, for my stroke, for my heart attack, and whatnot. And there is more testimony to come. Thanks so much. Every time.
Lady Nongadia, let me tell you, man, we appreciate you. We give God glory. We give him praise for using Mr. Armand Puyol and Dr. Esther Ramos by way of Mr. Dan Rogers to really share this product with you. And now you have a real testimony. Why? Because your life has changed drastically to the extent where you have been able to label the product a miracle tea. That's just simply amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, show some love to Lady Francois. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to share this testimony with us this evening. We appreciate you and we look forward to seeing you again, sharing more testimonies in the near future. God bless you, ma'am. Have a great night. All right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, need I say more? But the hands are raising. I say, Lady Mona, Lady Mona, I don't know you, never see you before, but you're on here and you want to talk to us. What's your story, Lady Mona? Is it a question? Is it a comment? Is it an emotional outburst? Whatever it is, we welcome it. Please talk to us.
Good night. I want to share my testimony.
Talk to us, Lady Mona. We have time for you.
I went to the doctor. And I did some tests. That's some machine that they use to scan your body.
Yes.
When I got the result, it was like on 3 pages. When Miss Grayson introduced me to the tea, and I went back, my result was like on 1 page. I did have things like my liver was very fatty, but it's perfectly well. My pressure was high. I used to have a pain across my belly there that I went to the doctor so many times, to so many ultrasounds, so many tests, and nothing seems to help. Well, that pain is gone. And such on, I used to have sinus problem that affected my tonsil. My tonsil used to swell that I was supposed to do the operation. Now I will have to trouble it for it to trouble me. I drink things from the fridge or so. Otherwise, it is good. I used to stay anywhere I hear me breathe because the tonsil was so enlarged. But now it is much better.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, another remarkable story. Imagine that we've been telling you that, listen, the product, just get the product. That's all we can say. Get the products, use them, and you will have your own testimony. Lady Mona, I want to thank you for sharing. Continue to use the tea among other products. If Lady Gloria has not yet introduced you to things like the reishi, the shaga, the cordy, let me tell you, man, get your hands on them. If you're trying to shed some pounds, add the weight loss component, particularly that Scalp Max, and the rest is going to be history. People are going to see you and marvel. Lady Gloria Grayson, so many of your people have been talking to us and telling us good things. What do you have to say for yourself tonight, Lady Grayson?
Good night, everyone.
Night, ma'am.
I must say the products are excellent. I use quite a few. But first of all, I was introduced to the detox tea by a sister of mine, church sister, who is on my upline. Eventually, I had an illness called limbus spondylosis, means the bones in my back was rubbing. I had severe back pain, and the doctor told me that I had to be on muscle relaxant. I had to do therapy, and I also had to take painkillers. Now, I'm a person that doesn't like too much tablets and medication because they leave you with serious side effects. So, after letting her know my circumstance, she sold me the tea. After being on the tea for a while, I realized that I was having the pain that I usually have. And the things that I realized I was losing weight. So one day I went to the supermarket with my friends and a supermarket to sell tea. But I decided that I'm going to pay because I want to see if this tea was healthy to stop per day. So I went right in the supermarket when I bought the scale. And I was at 170, but 30, and then they would, picture of my weight going on. So, doing that, I like people interested. I did start doing this. 40 pounds. I know it was just I was sharing with somebody about the tea. Actually saying that I had a problem with coming up the stairs with me. That was when I remembered that I also had a problem. I usually have problems upstairs where my knee, I feel like I was gonna fall down. Right? Those are history. I have a psychiatrist who usually treats his patients with the tea because they had sleep disorder. I have another customer who had a serious fiber problem. She didn't know she had gotten pregnant. A bouncing baby boy, and I have another who didn't even know she would have gotten pregnant. She got pregnant. So we have quite a number of testimonies, and the list could go on and on. But just to share a few. Now I want to say to everyone, this tea is amazing. It also helped me with my sinus phlegm. So as I see, the list goes on. Right? So I would say to everyone, let this tea be a part of your daily routine because it is amazing. It will help you to alleviate that extra spending that you would have gone to the doctor with. And sometimes the medication that they are giving you, it cannot help because the problem that you have is just that you need a detox. Have a blessed night, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, show some love to Lady Gloria. Lady Gloria is saying to you need to make the tea to be your health and your health be the tea. That's what she's saying. She has lost some pounds. She have a friend who is a psychiatric nurse or doctor who gave the product to some people. Yes, some people who they say, in Jamaica they will say they're mad. But, we don't say that. We say that they are, insane. They're struggling with their, cognitive function. And now these people are normal. That's what Sister Gloria is saying. She said that the problem of her back is no more. The problem of her knee is no more. What more do you want to hear other than to ask the question, how do you get the products? And the way to do that is to get to the person who invited you. Somebody cared enough for you to get you on this call. And so therefore, it is your responsibility now to get back to them and to ask the prudent question, how do I touch, feel, use these products? And they will be able to guide you accordingly. I want to thank you all for taking time out of your busy Sunday evening. For some of you, it's after 10. For some of us, it's after 9, but you stayed the course because the information was indeed valuable. The information was insightful, and now it's for you to take action. Ladies and gentlemen, have yourselves an amazing Sunday night of great rest and a week of immeasurable success, because right here, we know that this is by far the better way. Of course, a cellular detox is very important to your overall health and for you to alleviate and prevent debilitating diseases and premature death. The way to do so is to get your Te Divina Detox Tea, to get your reishi, to get your shaga, to get your cordy, to get your lion's mane, and whatever you desire, because in these products you will find great health. Have yourselves a great night. God bless you all. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for taking the necessary action. And of course, now go and enjoy good health. Bye-bye.